I'm here with Menno Molog. Menno is an entrepreneur, a tech entrepreneur, and he recently sold his company Houseview in real estate services to a private equity fund, which was quite a life-changing moment. And ever since has been supporting startups as a mentor, as a coach, and also as an angel investor, and also as an investor through carbon equity funds. Welcome, Menno. Wonderful to have you.
Thank you.
Let's briefly touch upon that life-changing moment. You decided to sell your company in 2021, I believe, or 2022. Why did you sell your company and how did it change your life?
The journey started when my youngest daughter was born. She was born in the hospital and they found out that she was not very healthy. So she stayed in the hospital for a couple of months. And that was for us very life-changing because it made a lot of impact on our family, of course, but also in the business. And at that point we thought, okay, now we need to change. There is more in life than only work. So at that point we started to explore our options. Okay, what now? And one of the options was to sell the company.
How did it change your life? Because suddenly I can imagine you've been working for a decade plus, single-minded on building this company, and suddenly you have a sea of time. How did that change your life?
The most change was time. I got a lot of time and a lot of spare time. And I didn't know exactly what to do with that spare time. So I didn't have a purpose in my life anymore. So I needed to find my new purpose in life.
What is your new purpose now? What do you want to spend your time and resources on?
My purpose now is to help others, and especially entrepreneurs with their startups. I like to coach them, mentor them.
After selling your company in one go, you receive a large amount of capital, which in itself is also a bit of a life-changing event. How did you think about allocating that capital, and what are your goals with your capital now?
So my goals are now to make money, of course, with my money, but more important to make impact with my money, but especially in climate change. So that was a really big goal, and diversify our portfolio.
And there are multiple ways that you can invest, and I think there are multiple ways that you do invest. Can you briefly describe how you allocate your capital between direct investments into startups, carbon equity funds, or, for example, listed stock exchange funds?
We do a little of our portfolio in direct investing in startups because it's high risk, also high reward, of course, but it's also high risk. We do also in funds like carbon equity. That's a little bit less risk, but still high risk. And then the rest in stocks and ETFs.
How did you learn about carbon equity and what appealed to you?
So a friend introduced to me when I received that amount of money. He said, okay, you must do something impactful. So I said, yeah, of course, I know that already. And he said, I have the thing for you. So that was carbon equity. He already invested in it.
And what is the most important value of carbon equity?
I think the most important thing is they developed their own scorecard to score the funds they invest in. For me, it's very important because I don't want to spend a lot of time in researching the funds. So carbon equity does that for me. And also investing in startups and scale-ups, I think that's the right way to change the mundane.
What were your key considerations, either for or against investing in carbon equity?
There weren't any against, I think, but mostly force. I really like that it's diversified in a lot of funds and indirectly in a lot of companies. And I really like that they keep the investors up to date. So they do a lot of events. They also inform me almost each month what they do. And also show me the trends in climate tech and also in climate change.
Are there any climate technologies that you're particularly excited about?
Yeah, because my background in real estate, I really focus now on decarbonization and on building houses and buildings. So like concrete and building more sustainable with wood. That's what I really interested about. But also, of course, in tech, we have now crypto, artificial intelligence, which consumes a lot of energy, and we should really change that. So yeah, that's very interesting, I think.
What would be your advice for entrepreneurs who go through a similar experience of selling their company to private equity and then thinking how to think about resource allocation?
Yeah, so first of all, think about your goals, which I think it's very important to have personal goals. What do you think it's really important in your life, and what do you want to do with your money? What kind of impact does it have? So for me, it was climate change, but I can think that somebody else has maybe a different opinion about it, of course. And secondly, make a strategy. How to diversify your portfolio? What kind of funds do you want to invest in, or directly in startups, or in ETS, or whatever? And speak with friends about it, friends who have already experience with that. And also, if you don't have those kind of friends, please talk to an advisor. Don't be scared of them, because it's really important.
Cool. Thank you so much, Menno. Appreciate your time and advice to other entrepreneurs going through life-changing moments like these. Would you also like to join a community of hundreds of climate investors? Sign up today to view our funds and start learning about climate investing from our experts.